me.
Did you consider it?
No. I didn't. Because you know why I didn't consider it? Because I don't want that phone call afterward and have to deal with that conversation.
Does that happen a lot, by the way? If you're in a relationship where you got two households, where the kids will call the other parent and say, "Hey, mom won't let me or dad won't let me." 844 Mojo Live.
Yeah. Kids, and the younger they are, the worse they are. Because they're leaving things at one house that they really, really want. Josiah used to call me out, "Dad, can you bring me my Woody doll?" I'd be like, "Dog, I'm not driving over there for no freaking Woody doll."
See, that I don't want. That I do. I am doing that constantly.
Not at that very moment. If I happen to leave later, then I'll put it in the car. But I'm not about to get up and drive.
It might not
right
be at
there.
that very moment, but Lucy forgot her Apple Watch at my house this week. So yesterday or Monday, I don't even know what dang date is. Monday, there I am driving it back.
Will you do it for something as silly though as like a toy or something like that, or you do it for just the Apple Watch?
I will do it.
Do you really?
They ask for. Yeah.
Oh my God! I remember when the kids were younger. The only thing I could remember the kids couldn't find that they couldn't go to bed with was like a blanket or something like that. Like I can only imagine that's got to be something that a lot of divorced parents have to like go back and forth with. And then is there a way to pull the wool over their eyes and make them think that the other blanket's really their blanket? 844 Mojo Live 844-665-6548. Text is 95500 to get through to us.
They're smart.
I love, by the way,
they're smart, and especially in these situations where they know that, you can kind of, like Lucy is starting to figure out you can pit mom and dad against each other, certain things, even though like we're trying really hard to be on the same page at each house. But
do you guys talk about food? Like, is that something that happens when you're divorced? Like, do you say like, "Hey, here's how we're feeding them"? Because of it, like, do you guys have conversations about that, or is it like, "Hey, I'm not feeding the kids this over here," or you're feeding them?
It depends on what it is. Like the last time that it was their dad's week to have them, Lucy was at a swim practice close to my house, and I had promised her nerd gummy clusters because Smith ate all of hers. And so I dropped off some bags of Nerds gummy clusters to her swim meet, and it was late at night, and apparently like all the kids dove into the bags before bedtime, and he was like, "If you could just not do that, like that would be super helpful," which I get. But
what's up, Nikki?
Yeah, so my kids, when we did week on, week off, one time they were with him and the girlfriend cooked. They didn't like the food, and he was trying to force them to eat. So they called me and asked if I can bring them McDonald's to eat.
And
you drove it right over.
What did you do?
I took it over there.
You know she
I'm
did.
Like, well, you can't force them to eat something that they don't like.
Wait a second. Is
that's bad?
Is that like just trying to like say I'm the more fun parent?
Well, of course I am.
Yeah.
And be honest, you ain't like her no way.
Well, at that time, I had never even met her.
But you like
really?
embarrassing her.
I had never met her. I could have walked past her and would have known who she was.
That's funny. That it's like, of course I'm going to bring it there, and I'm going to give her the dirty eyeball. You gave her a hairy eyeball too, didn't you? When you saw her,
I did. I didn't even go in. They just ran out and grabbed the food.
They grabbed it. McDonald's going crazy.
She had to be sick in the house.
What's up, Alyssa? Hi.
Boy.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just calling to tell you guys I also have week on, week off with my son. He is 4, and he uses his dad against me anytime he gets in trouble. Anytime I won't stop at McDonald's or Taco Bell, he's like, "I want my dad. He gets me Taco Bell, and he gives me a tablet."
I mean, to be fair, I get it.
But that's when I say, "Wow, you have a really fun dad," and that's it.
But it's
Right,
Taco
like,
Bell.
I'm trying to save money, though.
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You know what you need to do is you need to say, if Dad would actually pay me a little bit more child support, I'd get you that.
Oh, no. We don't have a child support. None of that. It's just split custody. But I always tell him, like, I'm not your dad. I'm not going to get you fast food every day, and I'm not giving you a tablet at 4 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
Yeah,
but it's Taco Bell.
Hey, Shelly, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, everybody. How's it going?
Good morning.
Good. What's up?
So my son was at his dad's house, and he calls me, and he's like, "Mom, there's an emergency. Dad's on the ground. I need you to bring me a bag of frozen peas right away. I hit him in the nuts with a baseball."
Is that true?
Wow.
Did he really?
What?
Yeah, he did. He's like, Mom, I need a bag of frozen peas. I dropped Dad in the driveway. I hit him in the nuts with a baseball.
Dropped Dad.
You got to help me.
And do we like Dad? Were you happy to see that Dad got hit in the nuts?
Yes, I was a little happy, but, so I took the peas over just so I could get a look at that for myself.
You wanted to see those nuts one more time. What's going on, Nicole?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What's happening? We're talking about how the kids will play the parents. What's up?
Yeah, so I'm the stepmom, and this just happened over the weekend. Shannon, just wait till they're teenagers and they can communicate for themselves. So we gave our 15-year-old a $120 limit to spend on soccer cleats. And she gets to the store. She really wants $200 soccer cleats. So she calls her mom, and her mom sends her money.
Oh boy.
I call that real smart.
Yeah, she came up with the money.
I see no problem here.
And
The older they get, the smarter they get about it. They just start dealing with it for themselves.
how did you feel about that? How did you feel about that happening?
I mean, I was fine because I get it. If she really wanted him, it is what it is, and she really doesn't do it all the time. And we are pretty good about like co-parenting and communicating. I just thought it was funny because I'm like, literally, this just happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
Question for you: how much crap do you think that mom talks about you as a stepmom?
I honestly don't think any.
That's great.
We hang out like outside.
So that's cool. That's good. Are you just saying that because you're on the radio right now and she might be listening, or is that truth?
Oh no, not at all. No.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't think.
No, that's nice to know because I got a lot of friends in divorce situations and they talk. There's like crap talking, but that's nice that you guys are all good and everything is good.
Yeah, I've been in. She's 15 and I've been in her life since she was 2. So.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself, Nicole.
My winter fat is gone. Now I just have spring rolls.
This is Mojo in the Morning.
Don't miss this in Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30 in minutes.
Tracy Morgan revealing the reason he was barfing courtside at the Knicks game, and Ryan Reynolds doubles down on his lawsuit against It Ends With Us star Justin Baldoni. That story coming up in the Dirty.
And your chance to see Tate McRae sold out show. Tickets coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Who is seen with who? Who's banging who? And what will you be talking about all day? Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30 in minutes on Mojo in the Morning. Channel 955.
It's Mojo in the Morning's Motor City Traffic.
726, 52 degrees right now. We're going to see clouds. Going to be very windy today as well. Temperatures up near the 70-degree mark. We have an accident blocking the 3 right lanes. 75 northbound at 9 Mile. It is stop and go from 7 Mile. M53 southbound at 27 Mile. An accident causing slow traffic from 28 Mile. Got about a 5-minute delay southbound 275 between 7 Mile and M1496. And starting today, 96 both directions between 696 and Kent Lake Road. You are going to see those flex lanes in operation. So watch out for the green arrow and the red X's. They are going to change throughout the day. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by AJ Danboy's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Looking for a new water heater? AJ Danboy's is offering $100 off your installation. Our trusted team has you covered with fast and reliable service. Visit ajdanboys.com today. Hurry, this offer is for a limited time only. Cannot be combined with other offers.
Hey, if you're injured, you need the attorney that will win your case. You need David Femininio. David Femininio is a good friend of mine. Matter of fact, we're having lunch today. David Femininio is a personal injury attorney that takes your case personal. He wants to make sure that he's going to win your case so that you get your bills paid for. I mean, listen, whenever you get injured, whether it be in a car truck accident or if you slip and fall, whatever the deal is, you just want to be able to get your hospital bills paid and you want to be able to get back to normal. He will get you that and then some, winning your cases and beating the insurance companies. Call 855-65-CRASH. That's 855-65-CRASH or getdavidgetpaid.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards on Fox were filled with epic moments and live performances as we celebrated the music and artists you've loved listening to all year on iHeartRadio. Brought to you by Jeep.
If you missed it or want to relive your favorite moments, it's now streaming on Hulu for a limited time.
Live performances from Bad Bunny,
Billie Eilish,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
And your host, LL Cool J.
You guys ready to have some fun tonight? Plus, iHeart Innovator Award recipient Lady Gaga.
Icon Award recipient Mariah Carey.
Breakthrough Award recipient Gracie Abrams.
And we're celebrating iHeartRadio's Tour of the Century Award, honoring Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, with an exclusive television performance from the opening night show of her historic Eras Tour.
Don't miss our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Streaming now on Hulu.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get Michigan's first family of law. Call Sam.
Hey Detroit, it's Tanya Lalonde from Summit Place Kia, announcing employee pricing for everyone, where you pay what we pay on every new Kia. Over mileage on your lease or upside down on your loan, Summit Place Kia can bust you out even if you owe up to $9,000 more than your trade is worth. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our lenders can get you approved. So come see me, Tanya Lalonde, today at Summit Place Kia and SummitPlaceKia.com.
You should be driving in Kia from Summit Place Kia. Summit Place Kia.
Negative trade equity may be refinanced, subject to lender approval. Expires month end.
Brought to you by the Capital One Saver Card. As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes, learn more about your favorite teams, and earn more, like unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and grocery stores. So enjoy the game, the meal, the show, and earn unlimited 3% cash back with the Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever for a single line. Just $45 per month when you bring your phone, which is less than you spend on Too Tired to Cook takeout every week. Get one line on unlimited welcome for $45 per month with AutoPay plus taxes and fees. Visit your local Detroit Verizon store by April 2nd to save. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
All right, throw away the glasses and the contacts. Just throw them away and schedule that complimentary consultation with Dr. Yaldo from the Yaldo Eye Center. Get that LASIK that you know you've been thinking about for quite some time now.
And it's allergy season, like we kind of talked about briefly,
worst.
Shannon. And when your eyes get so dry and you're wearing those contacts, you immediately have to pop in another pair. So think about getting custom LASIK surgery like I did, Shannon did, everyone here at the iHeart Studios. We all have now about 20/15 vision. That's better than 20/20 thanks to Dr. Yaldo and his team over at the Yaldo Eye Center.
Yeah, and the surgery, by the way, if you're wondering how that goes, it is very quick. You are in and out of that operating room. I mean, the surgery itself lasts about 3 minutes. So even if you're fearful, I completely understand that. But let me just tell you, it is absolutely worth it. And the offer still stands for Mojo in the Morning listeners. $2,025 off your LASIK surgery, thanks to Dr. Yaldo. Get more info at YaldoEyeCenter.com.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to TopDogLaw.com. That's TopDogLaw.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating. Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, you can save big on Kroger Adorbs seedless mandarins. 5-pound bags are just $4.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Be the boss of the frost this winter with BetMGM Casino. Get out of the cold with more than 500 dazzling slots and exciting table games that have red-hot action. Play traditional games like roulette and blackjack with live dealers. Grin when you spin on spectacular slot favorites like Cash Eruption, 88 Fortunes, Mystery of the Lamp, Rakin' Bacon, Cash Machine, Flintstones, and Squid Game from anywhere. If you're in front of a roaring fire at the ski lodge, in a crowded airport on a layover, or just relaxing at home in your cozy living room chair, BetMGM Casino puts gaming fun in the palm of your hand. So whether you're taking a shot at a jackpot up to $1 million, doubling down at the blackjack table, or deciding between red or black, make BetMGM your go-to app. BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia only. Gaming problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get Michigan's first family of law. Call Sam.
More Mojo in seconds.
It's spring. Everything seems to be growing when spring comes, except, of course, your electric bill. If you follow the advice that I'm going to give you here in a second, DTE is going to make your bills go down by doing simple things like clean out your air filters every 3 months. It will save you money on your bill, or turn off lights when you're not using them. That cuts about 40% of your bill down. Save more when you go to dteenergy.com/save energy for helpful tips.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. It matters who does your taxes.
Weather today, cloudy and windy, but warm. A high of 67. Tomorrow, scattered showers in the forecast, and temps back down in the mid-50s.
At Jackson Hewitt, expert tax prep is now $149 or less, but only for a limited time. Hurry. Book your appointment at jacksonhewitt.com today. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/49-149.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by David Femininio. Get David, get paid.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness, judgment-free and just $15 a month.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
If you marry a man who cheats on his wife, you'll be married to a man who cheats on his wife. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens tomorrow morning at 7 and 9 on Mojo in the Morning.
Man, this Tate McRae concert sold out literally within an hour. It was crazy to see how fast everybody wants to go see Tate McRae. She's so huge. Want to win tickets? 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. The 95th caller is going to get some. So 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Coming up here next on the Mojo in the Morning show, caught red-handed. The thief that was caught stealing from the prize closet.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Right now, we are going to get you caught up on what's trending in the Dirty on the 30. Dirty.
I don't know why I was so invested in this, but yesterday, those NASA astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, returned to Earth from a mission that was supposed to last 8 days.
I mean, that's a movie.
When it began last June. Ended up lasting 9 months because they were stranded.
I know why you were. You were because of the storyline of them being, stuck up there, but also the fact that we don't ever watch these anymore. I was talking during the break with you about when we were kids, we watched every takeoff and every landing, and now I feel like nobody does this anymore.
Why? It's the only thing on TV.
You know why, Meaghan? Because we didn't have TikTok to sit there and look at people doing stupid dances and looking like morons.
No, because of the Challenger.
Well, no, that's not. Well, you're right. No, but we watched it before that.
No, you're right.
Do you know, and Shannon's going to get to her story in a second, but do you know that when the Challenger thing went up, every school watched it because that's how you were. You watched that in
historical moments.
And when it exploded was such a surprise, and that's why everybody was watching. Everybody was like, wow, why did so many people watch when that happened? It's because that's what you would do. You would watch it all the time.
Right. Yeah. So the SpaceX capsule carrying Butch, Sonny, and actually 2 other astronauts returning from the International Space Station successfully splashed down off the coast of Florida. And I thought it was incredible to see a pod of dolphins swimming right there in the area where this happened.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
Sonny and Butch ended up spending
They're working on top of the Dragon
286
capsule.
days in
Earlier,
space.
we saw that person performing safety checks. Now we can see some harnessing being placed around the capsule. This harnessing is what will be used to lift the Dragon capsule out of the water and onto the recovery vessel. Wow, we got a cute little pod of dolphins. It wasn't just 1 or 2.
Can you imagine going
Ocean
from
angels.
weightlessness in space to being splashed around in the waves?
Yeah, and now
Vomit.
they can't go home at this point because you just heard they're going to have to undergo several days at least of testing. Doge's Elon Musk, by the way, commenting yesterday saying he asked the Biden administration to bring back these astronauts months ago.
SpaceX could have brought the astronauts back after a few months at most. And we made that offer to the Biden administration. It was rejected for political reasons, and that's just a fact.
Thankfully, now they are home.
Question, real quick. You go up there for 8 days, all right? You're married. At what point up there where you feel like you're stranded and no idea if you're going to be saved, do you look at the astronaut next to you and say, let's bake some cookies?
I don't know. I have to be honest with you.
That's what you
I feel
actually
like
thought.
you're on video the whole time. I don't know.
If I'm going to die, then might as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're gonna. They
No.
if they were gonna die, they would have brought them home. They could have brought them home. They just didn't bring them home. But here's the interesting.
They just
here's,
said, nah, we good.
I'd love to hear from NASA on that one.
They could have brought them home if it was a life or death situation, but they left them up there. That was a fact. NASA did say that they would have brought them home sooner, but they didn't take on the SpaceX offer. I don't know why that would be. Why do you think that it would be?
NASA is in the Bahamas.
No idea, but I'd love to hear from NASA.
Quick question for you on this one here. Do you guys know the effects of being up in space that long and how bad that is for these people?
It messes with your blood flow.
If you do nothing, you will lose 1 to 2% of your bone density every month you're there. So for a 9-month mission, that's at least 15%, you would imagine. Your heart works differently and it changes shape. The heart becomes more spherical.
Could you imagine that? Like
Oh.
you lose all that bone density?
Hey, get the lawyers on the
You
phone.
think Ozempic is screwing up people's bone density? Going up in space is screwing up people's bone density.
All right, Tracy Morgan said he is totally fine after getting sick courtside at the New York Knicks game on Monday night and leaving in a wheelchair with a bloody nose. He claims doctors told him it was food poisoning. I hope that is the case. Kev, I'm kind of with you. But from his hospital bed yesterday, he thanked fans for their support and also shouted out staffers at Madison Square Garden for caring so well for him.
We have an exclusive interview. Tracy Morgan will be joining us this morning during the 9:30 Dirty here on the show.
And Leslie, yesterday, Ryan Reynolds asked a court to dismiss Justin Baldoni's legal claims against him, saying the actor cannot sue him over hurt feelings. He's doubling down on this thing at this point. Ryan was accused in the lawsuit of mocking and bullying Justin by using the character of Nice Pool in Deadpool and Wolverine to parody Justin's quote-unquote woke feminist image. Well, in a motion to dismiss the lawsuit yesterday, Ryan's lawyers didn't dispute that Nice Pool is based on Justin Baldoni. They admitted it is. But lawyers said that Justin demonstrated quote-unquote thin-skinned outrage by complaining about it. Justin continues to argue that while Blake Lively accused him of sexually harassing her on set and then trying to ruin her reputation, the couple is trying to destroy his career with false allegations of fat shaming. They were calling him a sexual predator and of pressuring his agency, WME, to drop him as a client.
Why do you think that story's kind of gone away? That story that's the first time I've heard you talk about it in a month or so.
It was so saturated.
Really?
And I also her defense.
Well, and I also think that not much has happened. Like, we haven't been getting any more videos or audio or anything like that, like we were very consistently for a while.
And why haven't we? She's promoting a new movie.
Yeah, I mean, we're hearing a lot about her and Anna Kendrick's relationship in this
How they won't
behind the
talk to each
scenes in this
other.
movie. But
I want to see them. I want to see them come to terms in that. I bet you that behind the scenes they're secretly doing something right now to make that story go away. Because we have not heard anything about it.
For all of today's Dirty Catch-Up by checking out the podcast, just search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Celebrity dirt directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
All right, we're giving you a chance right now to win tickets to see sold-out Tate McRae. Kira,
Hi, good morning.
good morning, Kira. You are going to see Tate McRae. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
We got a pair of tickets for you. These tickets, by the way, are on StubHub for like triple the price. I cannot believe how much people are trying to get for these tickets. It's like turning into like almost a mini Taylor Swift there now. Congrats, you got free ones. Don't be selling yours on StubHub. If we see these tickets up on StubHub, we're coming after you.
Yeah, right. I'm going.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Hold on one second, okay? We'll get you set up with that. I would do that, you know? I don't know if you can. What does the contest rules say? But I'd win every radio contest and sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
Sure, they believe it's illegal. Who do?
It
For
is?
real?
Yeah.
How are they going to catch us? We can't even, police our own place around here at the radio station.
This is a crazy story that you're about to tell.
Let me tell this story. All right, Mojo in the morning. So we came in here this week and we found out that over the weekend, the prize closet got broken into. And I guess, allegedly, I don't know how the terminology works in something like this, but I guess that Brandon, the building manager.
Shout out, Brandon.
Who, by the way, works his tail off
Yes,
here.
he does.
Guy is amazing.
Takes incredible poops.
He saw, by the way, you see him in the bathroom? Is that what you're saying?
You can't miss those boots.
Really? Oh, the boots. Well, you haven't seen his poops, though. All right, let me get to my story here for a second. We have so much ADD going on.
Love you, Brandon.
When you are in our office, you can tell when somebody's in the office because we have the sensor lights that are here. So I guess he came in early on a Saturday morning. He saw all the lights on. And he's like, oh, I wonder why the lights are on in here. So he came into the office just to see what was going on, make sure everything was all copacetic. And he noticed a guy on his was that a good word? See that? Did I tell you we need to have some ADD medication here right now?
Copacetic?
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard anyone say about anything.
Yeah. Okay, so he notices a guy on his hands and knees in the little prize drawer by the prize closet, trying to go through some stuff. And then I guess, I don't know how this works, but I guess we were missing a whole bunch of prize gift cards from businesses and stuff. And they said that there was a whole bunch of them that potentially were stolen or about to be stolen. So he ended up calling and getting police involved and all the rest of these people.
Oh, this is an open investigation.
I don't know. Something like that. I don't know the whole full story. That's why I had to say allegedly and stuff like that. But I do know this. When Shannon and I were having the conversation about this, I said to Shannon, I go, what would you do in this case? Because if I saw a guy on his hands and knees grabbing onto something that wasn't his, I'm running.
I'm not saying anything.
I
know
outta
that's
there.
so bad, but I told you what I would do. I would text message our promotions director, who's in charge of that prize closet.
Yeah.
Both of them, Cody and Crystal. And I'd be like, hey, there's a dude here and he's rummaging through the prize closet. Is he supposed to be in there? But honestly, it's like there's so many people that work here that would be legit for them to be in there. So I don't even know if I would know if it was being robbed, which it was robbed.
I want to ask this question. Who caught somebody red-handed and stealing something? Has anybody ever witnessed a crime happening? And what did you do? Because I realized I'd be a bad witness.
Yeah.
I'd be turning the other way.
Yeah. I mean, this ain't as serious as that. My mom caught my sister trying to steal some Mentos out the liquor store one time.
Oh, every kid steals. Wait, Mentos out of the liquor store?
She asked her could she have them. And then my mom said
some.
no. And then she opened them and took them. And then
Let me
my
tell
mom
you
said,
something.
what's in your mouth?
Melinda.
By the way, if she did that, and Brandon was there, the building manager. Brandon, you there, Brandon?
Yes, sir.
You're a hero.
Brandon, you are a gosh darn hero, man.
Yeah, I guess so. It was definitely an awkward situation for sure in the hands and knees thing.
Yeah. By the way, did we offer a reward? Did Cody, our marketing manager, did she offer you like any kind of like, oh, Brandon, we're going to give you a reward for this?
She hooked me up with some tickets already, so my
good.
rewards already came.
That's sweet.
Brandon, what did you actually say to this person when you saw this happening?
I said, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm so sorry. I was just bored. And I said, I don't care, dude. And he took that as, I don't care what he's doing. I don't care that you're bored. So he doubled down and pulled out some more stuff.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Wow.
He thought the I don't care was go ahead. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it was 6:48 in the morning, and I'd just taken my brother out for his 21st birthday the night before, so I wasn't really in a spot to be catching somebody doing some stuff like that. But
That's crazy.
After he doubled down, I told him, I was like, dude, you got to get out of here, man. There's cameras. He's like, I know. I was just bored. And then I just had no idea what to do, so I called my boss, who called his boss. And then
I was
Hey,
bored.
by the way,
from there.
you ever see anybody come in this radio studio and steal anything from our studio, like our liquor, out of our liquor cabinet? You put the cuffs on that son of a bitch. I'll press charges.
When I parked across the street, all the lights were off, and they got motion lights inside the building. So when I walked in the building down the hallway corridor, I could see the lights shining through the glossy floor. And I was like, who's in the studio right now? And he wasn't at his desk. So
Although if
when
you
I walked inside the
if you catch somebody stealing, have them steal Kevin's little horn that he blows.
Nah, that's why I got 2 of them.
All right, so steal 2 of them?
Situations like these.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he was definitely stealing more than 2 of everything. Let me tell you that for sure. He had a fingertip grip full of everything that
Was
he
he
was
shoving
looking
it in his pocket, his shirt, under his arm? What was he doing?
for. Oh, he didn't have time to shove it in anything. He had it in his hands, on his hands and knees, and it was just like a full stack in his hands.
That is
And
crazy.
he goes, my favorite part was he goes, I was just looking at him. I was like, dude, you were looking for him. You were digging into stuff. You weren't looking at him. If you were looking at him, your hands are behind your back and you're leaning in like, what's that?
Man.
He's like, no, man.
That's our.
It was crazy.
This is our first thing that happens when we move to Detroit. This is what happens. We got our prize closet robbed.
No, we're not gonna do that. That's what
I'm
we're not
telling
gonna
you.
do. Stealing from your job though is a real thing.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
How many-
we've all stole Post-it notes and
How many prize
That's
closet
not the
rip-offs?
same. That is not a pen, and
Stealing
what they took is not the same.
is stealing.
How many
No.
prize closet rip-offs did we have in Farmington Hills? I want Cody to tell me. Maybe we didn't know that
we
got
didn't have
ripped
a
off.
Brandon.
Dude.
We don't know.
That is true.
I worked somewhere where an employee got away with stealing $10,000 for the
What?
products before they got caught. So they had already removed $10,000 worth of product.
What was the
That's amazing.
This
product?
guy wasn't far off of that, so.
Wow, man, Brandon, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
That is.
I'm gonna buy.
That's what I'm here for, man. Good talking to you guys.
I'm gonna buy you some lunch for that one, man. With a gift card that I take out of Cody's prize drawer. What's up, Rob? How you doing?
Eating at Ford's Garage.
Hey, we're doing okay. We're talking about getting caught red-handed. Did you catch somebody red-handed?
Actually, I did. I used to work at Great Lakes Crossing at Wilson's Leather, and somebody was walking out with a $700 jacket, and I saw the security tag and peeled it right off their back.
Oh,
Peeled
man.
it off their back.
You know, they say that this stuff, was a big deal where a lot of people were going into places and just grabbing fistful of stuff. I always wondered if that happened in front of me, would I stop them? You stopped them. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Rob, do you feel like, what, you want to do it right, or what are you the type of guy that gets involved?
I could tell that I watched them walk up to the rack and just grab it and throw it on, and I'm like just kind of sitting there watching them because I was the only guy that worked there.
Yeah.
And my boss kind of like gave me the look like this isn't the first time this happened. And I'm like, okay, I'll put a stop to it.
Wait, it's funny because I've heard stories where that happens and the guy gets fired for doing that because they have a company policy telling them not to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Next week,
it was
I actually
Target,
left
remember
the
that?
company.
Pretty much every retail store.
Yeah. The next week, you got yourself a raise, I would think. What's up, Ava? Hi.
Hi, how are you, Mojo?
I'm doing okay. What's going on?
So I have a great story for you. My husband had a best friend who was a little shady sometimes, and I was out to lunch with my girlfriends, came home. He didn't know I was supposed to be home, and I looked through the little window in my front door, and I could see him rummaging through my closet from like one shot. It was like a ranch home that we were in. And I could see him going through, so I kicked the door open and I run in and I'm like, what are you doing here? And he crouches into my closet like I can't see him. And he just sits there and I yell, what are you doing here? And he just goes, nothing. And I grabbed all my stuff and I said, get out of here. And I got him out of my house and he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. You got to call the police. There's something wrong with me. I don't know.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? I am going to call the police. And he goes, I said, no, I'm going to call my husband first. He goes, no. Please don't call your husband.
He wanted to get
Please don't call your
he
husband
wanted to get
first.
locked up so that your husband didn't beat his ass. And this was your husband's best
Exactly.
buddy. That's amazing.
It was, yeah, his best friend. Yep, not anymore.
God.
So, yep, watch your people, guys.
Amazing. I think that's wild. Your husband must be a big man if he's saying if he's saying
I'd
put me
rather
in
go to
jail.
jail.
Hannah, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. We're telling a story about how somebody tried to rob our prize closet here at the station. What's up?
Yeah, so I work in a dental office, and we have to use a curing light to cure fillings and make them hold.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a patient actually steal the curing light
What the hell are you going to do with that?
from our office.
Your nails?
I have no idea. Yeah, the only thing I could think of was the nails. You're absolutely right. But yeah, just so weird. Such a weird thing.
That is kind of a wild thing
Super
to be.
random.
I'd be taking nitrates, man. Give me a tank of that, Dr. DePilla. What's going on, Nick? Hi.
What's up, Mojo? First time, long time.
I would hit my horn, but my horn got stolen by that guy. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine if they take our sound box? If they take our sound
What would
box?
you do?
I would tell Brandon, go to his house and get it back. Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is crazy. So back in the days when before online gambling was big and they had poker stars, I was checking my bank account and I looked and there's charges for poker stars on there, and I'm like, I ain't played poker in like a year. So come to find out, my best friend had stole my debit card number and used it to gamble online with it.
That bastard, man.
Did you confront him?
I sure did. He had actually I was paying my phone bill or my insurance bill over the phone, and he wrote down my numbers.
That is insanity.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And this was kind of like when debit cards first came around. And yeah, it was pretty crazy.
The worst part is if it's a complete stranger stealing from you, okay, whatever. But if it's your friends,
Family member. Yeah.
Family members, that's nuts. And here's the thing with this guy taking the prize. If that guy would have asked, "Hey, do you guys have any extras?" I guarantee you that the way that our people here, Crystal and Cody, are, they would have said, "Yeah, here you go," and given them something. But here's the thing. Maybe the crime of stealing. What did Brandon say? Almost $10,000. Crime of stealing over $10,000, or the crime of taking a $50 or $100 gift card. There's a difference there. That's a big difference.
Probably wasn't the first time either.
Wonder, right?
You know what I mean?
Hold on. Speaking of that, hold on. I'm looking around here right now. All right. It is Mojo in the morning. Phone number is 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548 is the telephone number. We were having a in-studio discussion, and we were talking about jingles and the jingles on TV commercials or radio commercials. And it is so funny whenever there's a jingle that runs on the end of a commercial. Some commercials have jingles that are like really good, and then some commercials are like cheesy as hell.
Well, we started talking about it because of all the Top Dog Law. Like all they don't necessarily have a jingle, but you know it's a Top Dog Law commercial.
Top Dog Law.
Right.
Like if that guy that voices the Top Dog, if Top Dog ever is sick and he can't do his commercials, they better just run the old ones because they can't change their commercial guy.
Can't duplicate that.
But we were discussing the commercials, and we started coming up with a list of the best commercials or jingles. And what was the ones?
I think it's got to be top 5, and it's not 5. But the Empire, the 800, 580.
No. 2, 300 Empire.
Today.
No.
That is a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic, but it's not.
800, 580.
No.
This isn't top 5.
No, because that rolls right into a hearing aid commercial that you would hear when you were homesick for school in the middle of the day when you were in the commercial break of The Price is Right.
Yes.
We got to talk about the best. And the best of the best is I am stuck on Band-Aid brand.
Because Band-Aid stuck on me.
That doesn't compare to Empire.
I'm Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. Makes you happy.
That is a good one.
That is a great one.
Happy.
No, that the Stuck on Band-Aid one is definitely a good commercial, but
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me. I am stuck on Band-Aid brand 'cause germs won't stick on me.
Introducing Band-Aid brand antibiotic bandages with doctor-recommended antibiotic right on the pad. Shut
up! No, those are good ones. That's a good one. I still think that one of the best jingles ever was locally in the Detroit area, and I don't know if it was played anywhere else, but the Hanson Windows ones.
Oh, that was in
How did that one go?
Oh, it was it was 1-800 Hansons. Get it done.
Everybody get it done, you know the one. Call 1-800 Hansons. Get it done.
You know what one of my kids sing all the time, just randomly, is
Yeah.
Liberty, Liberty,
Liberty.
Liberty.
Oh, my God.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I love it. And do you guys remember what this one was from? This is a blast from the past. 10 million strong and growing.
Yo, yeah. Hold on.
Flintstones vitamins.
Yeah.
I forgot
Flintstone
about those.
I
vitamins
didn't know
were
they
good
had
ones.
commercials.
Oh my God, hold on a second. Hold on. Look who Lydia put on the phone. We know and love hers. Summit Place Key.
Great
Tanya. What's up, Tanya Lalonde?
Good morning.
Oh,
Mojo,
my-
the morning
my
show.
love.
We are talking about the best radio jingles or television jingles of commercials, and they are some of the best ones that you guys have. Everybody knows that one. How are you?
I'm so honored to be in the queue.
You know
I'm
what?
fantastic this morning, Mojo. There's nothing better than waking up with you guys.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something, Tanya. That is, you can never get rid of that one. That whatever you got to do, you got to keep that thing around. Although I will be honest with you, you might want to see if you can get the voice guy from Top Dog Law to do it. Could we put something like that together?
A remix? I love
Could we
it.
have a remix of all these commercials?
That sounds like a challenge.
It'd
right
be like
there.
it'd be like We Are the World. Just bring 'em-
Wait, that's
Yes,
really funny.
let's do it.
But instead of doing it to the tune of We Are the World, we need to do the Friday remix.
The Friday remix
And we
of
need
it.
to throw them all into the Friday remix.
Tanya, I love you so much. Thank you for picking up our phone call today.
No, I love you guys more, and I'll never not take your phone call. So keep calling me.
You're the best. We'll talk to you soon.
And you guys can keep singing my jingle. You should be driving a
Kia from Summit Place Kia.
Summit Place Kia.
Oh my God.
Summit Place Kia.
Hold on. Joe's got one here too for us. Joe, what is yours? What's your favorite jingle?
My baloney has
That's a first name. It's
Oh,
Baloney has a sexy name. It's M-E-Y-E-R.
It's M-A-Y-E-R.
Oh my God, that is the best one.
Because Oscar Mayer has a way with
B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Oh, the absolute. By the way, that's a classic. Is that even still around? Do people eat bologna right now?
I do all the time.
Are you
All the
serious?
time. You give me a pack of bologna on a
Oh my
sad
God, I'm
day,
gonna
turn that
throw
bad boy around.
Wait, how?
Oh boy, you roll it up in a big tube.
You're telling
Yeah.
you're not,
Another one.
First name, it's O-S-C-A-R.
come
My
on.
baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
We love
Recognize
to
that
eat
jingle?
it
Yeah.
every day, and if
Oh
you
my
ask us
God.
why, we'll
Oh, they
say
had, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener.
That was a hot dog one, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jen? How you doing? Jen, what's going on? How are you?
Good. Just out making deliveries.
Here's the deal. You cannot tell us you have to sing the commercial for us, okay? You got to actually sing.
Oh, no.
Come on, you got to sing it for us. Go ahead.
Oh, boy. I'm not good at
Come
singing.
on, Jen, you got
Let's hear you, Jen. I don't even know what you're going to sing, but sing it.
Oh, I can't remember how it starts. It's the J.D. Wentworth.
I have a structured
I want
settlement.
What?
Are you ready? Here.
I got a structured settlement.
End.
Here.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth.
G. Wentworth. 877 cash now.
There we go.
Structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 cash now.
That's a great one. Oh, that's so good.
That gets stuck in your head and it's there all day long.
And Megan's right. That one back to back with the Empire Carpet
Yes.
commercials. And as a kid, you're like, what the hell? That was my daytime television right there. Oh, that's so good.
I'm waiting for somebody to call with the one on my mind, man. Somebody
Wait,
has to call.
Okay, this one just popped into my head.
Okay, let's see what it is.
I want my baby back, baby back.
Oh my
Hold on.
I don't know where I pulled that one from, but
Hold on.
still lives in his brain.
I gotta find that one. Baby back
That's up there with
ribs.
Red Robin. Yum.
Yeah, hold on. I want my baby back, baby back. Shannon.
Baby back, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, I want my baby chilies, I want my baby back ribs, I want my baby chilies, baby back ribs, I want my baby chilies, I want my
Would you call the dog commercial for Advantix the one where he goes off to camp, the jingle?
What's that?
What's that?
Where he like writes a letter home to mom and it's like, thanks. Oh, shoot.
I don't know that one.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on, Mojo, pull it up. You've been pulling up everybody's. Advantix.
Hello, mother.
Hello, mother.
Hello, yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yes. I am writing.
Hello, mother.
From the-
Here you go. I got it right here. Hello, mother. Hello, father. Da, da, da. Hold on.
No more itching. No more scratching.
I got to do, by the way, hold on. There you go.
Hello, father.
This was a cute commercial.
So it's the little golden retriever puppy singing it.
Da-da-da-da. It's the instrumental version.
Please send more of those canine Advantix.
Yeah. The funny thing is that everybody's calling up with all these commercials, yet you guys leave us when we play commercials. What is the reasoning of this? What's going on? Hi, how you doing, Amber?
Hi. First time caller, long time
Hold on, we need a jingle for that. First time caller, long time listener. What's going on?
Hey.
How are you?
Not much. I'm good. I'm just taking my boys to school. They're excited to be on this call with me here too.
What's up, guys? What's your names, guys?
Austin and Abraham.
Austin and Abraham on the phone. What's your commercials?
All right.
O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Auto Parts. And I always feel like it's a poop at the end, like right there at the end of that thing. That is the best.
Yeah, like womp.
Wah, wah. Hey, you guys have a great day, guys, at school.
Thank you.
Tell your mom I said go through the drive-through at McDonald's and be a little late today.
Maybe next time.
Take care of yourself. All right, this was fun. All right.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
All right, still to come on the Mojo in the Morning Show. Got a lot to get to. Coming up here in just a little bit. More jingles. I'm just kidding. Hold on.
Genuinely excited.
Meaghan with They Were Famous and I Didn't Realize.
I volunteer to give up that topic if we keep doing it.
The second date update is on the way. Also, when the kids go to school, we've got a very, very X-rated topic to get into. So kids, make sure you stay away from the radio after the next Dirty Report. And a whole bunch more here on the show. What was yours, Kev, that you were missing out on?
The best part of
Waking up is Folgers in your cup.
You're telling me you want to end this?
That's the one we missed.
That's the
No,
one.
that's a good one. No, you remember that awkward one with the siblings that were kind of messing around with
Toys R Us kids.
There's 1,000 hours for miles and miles for me to play with.
Here are ones that we did not get to. Pepto-Bismol, Kit Kat bar, the Meow Meow commercial, Plop Plop Fizz Fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Here you go. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, which I said on the air one time, and Kevin's like, "What the hell is that, man?"
I just said it right
I'm
now.
sorry, what's going on?
Do you guys remember the Reese's Puff one? Reese's Puff, Reese's Puff.
No. What do you
Oh,
think?
yeah. Eat them up, eat them up.
Chocolate
Yes.
flavor.
I love hearing Lydia do it.
Which one? A lot of people have been saying educational connection.
Get
What is
connected
For free with Education Connection.
what? What
I don't
channels
know
were you
that
listening
one.
to?
Well, I need to get a degree so I can make a higher salary.
Oh, you were watching Reading Rainbow, weren't you?
Reading Rainbow. Another great jingle.
This is one. Hold on a second. This is actually a really good one that people were calling up with. And you only know this one if you're in Detroit because this is just a Detroit place. But you remember, shows you how old it is. Hold on, why is it not playing?
Do you want to know how I know this?
It's like a lady on a horse.
SNL commercial now.
I was going to say, didn't they make fun of it on Detroiters? I feel like I only know this because of the show Detroiters.
Dietrich Furs.
Those aren't open anymore, or are
Detroit
they?
and Blue
Are they still
Hills.
open?
Yeah, West Grand Boulevard.
Yeah, put on that fur, baby. Let's get some Dietrich Furs. The lady on the white horse. Running down Woodward. All right, I got to move on. This is just stupid
I
stuff.
love this.
Do we
It's
have
been a
to?
really fun
Tasha, should I move on, Tasha?
I love it.
Hold on. One more before you guys move on because you did not do this one, and I know you guys remember.
All right.
My buddy.
My buddy, wherever he goes, or I go, kid sister.
That's a great one.
Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My
sister with the pink overall.
All right.
Oh!
Tasha.
Every kiss begins with
Oh, my God. What are you doing to me?
But then, as Mojo says, every lay begins with L for Lucido.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're done.
Keep going.
Nationwide is on your side.
Mojo's so he's so annoying.
Keep going.
Stanley Steamer.
I want to go home.
Keep going. Do another one.
Oh, this is, by the way.
Like a rock.
God.
You viewed my snap. You read my text. No callback? Second date update is coming up at 8:20 on Mojo in the morning.
Give me a break.
All right.
What's that Burger King one?
Yeah, the one. But you want that?
Singing that one.
Sweat.
You know what this does to me? This gives me anxiety, Lydia. If you ever schedule another one of Kev's topics ever again, I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump right here.
Whopper.
Whopper
Junior, double, triple Whopper, flame grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day at BK.
Have it your way.
You rule. Let's go.
I've just got done listening to all of Blaine and Lauren's show right now because that's where I'm going right now on my radio dial. I'm turning over. There, I'll see you guys later.
This is good radio.
I don't care what they're talking about. I'm listening to them right now. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning show, home of the War of the Roses, the second date update, the Dirty on the 30. You know, this is actually something that is funny because my sister is like this. My sister Pat and my sister Tracy both have met so many celebrities in their life, only to know they were celebrities well after they met them. I will never forget, and I'll tell you my story in a second, Meaghan, to go along with yours, but I will never forget when my sister Tracy said, I got this girl's phone number, and it turned out to be a big celebrity's phone number. But go ahead, tell your story where you meet a celebrity and you don't even realize they're a celebrity.
So I live in downtown Detroit, and there is a Dunkin' near my apartment. I had stopped in there for some afternoon coffee because I needed to pick me up. And as I was in there, I'm standing next to this guy who, right off the bat, was 8 million feet tall. So like my radar went off a little bit just to be like, that's a tall man. Why is it whenever you see a tall person, you want to be like, how tall are you? But like, how tall are you? And the whole time I'm like, leave this poor man alone. Just leave him alone. Don't say anything. Just live about your day and go on with life. And I'm standing there and I'm waiting for my coffee. And this family walks up to him and was like, oh my God, can we get a picture with you? We are so excited to see you. We're going to the game. And I immediately went, oh, he's a Pistons player.
Oh, really?
Is 8,000 feet tall. They're going to the game. Can we get a picture? This man is a famous athlete, and I am sorry to this man, but I do not know who he is.
Why is it that whenever I see anybody that is over 6'6" and African American, I automatically assume
racist.
That I don't know what it is. I'm profiling them. I'm like, I should know this guy.
What team does he play for?
I did not go right to basketball.
Or 7 foot tall white European. Then I go, is this guy Dirk Nowitzki or something like that? So who was he? Do we
I have
figure it
no
out?
idea. I don't know.
You have no clue.
I just know he's an athlete because we said we're going to the game. Can I get a picture? And I went, you must be famous. So
you could probably get a free meal if you're just a big dude, and just say you're somebody. If you're, man, we just didn't say anything.
You got to sneak a picture of him in that moment.
Yeah, you got.
Who was this?
Put it in Google, put his face in Google and see if it comes up.
I never thought about doing that.
I do that for a lot of
my sisters, Tracy and Pat. They went to Hawaii together, and they were at a luau, in Hawaii with Tracy's family, and they were all sitting at the luau the entire time next to this guy and this girl that they both said were the most beautiful people ever, and they were so nice, and they were playing with my nieces, and everything was really good. And my sister got the woman's phone number because they were saying, hey, we're going to be here for a while on the island. We should all hang out with each other. They really enjoyed each other. And she says, oh, this is really kind of interesting. She had a really unusual name that I never really saw very much. So she's like, oh, this is kind of cool. And she calls up and tells us a story about how she sat next to Fergie and Josh Duhamel.
What? Stop.
And they were there in a luau, and the girl's name was Fergie, and she's got Fergie's phone number.
Wow.
My sister has Fergie's phone number from doing this thing.
But didn't know who she was.
Had no clue who the hell she was. She thought she was just this really unbelievably attractive woman from California. And she's like, this is something. And then the guy, she thought, this guy is so good looking. Like, he should be in movies.
You watched me on the flight over.
But can I be honest with you, Meaghan? With the guys downtown, like if I were by any of the arenas and I saw somebody that looked physically fit, athletic, I'd think they were a hockey player, a baseball player, or a basketball player.
I would not know any athlete.
No. None. Unless you got your uniform on.
I'm not know.
Didn't you have like some band that was also like you walked your dog and there was like some band playing at Little Caesars?
I think it was Jack Harlow.
But I knew it was Jack Harlow. I just looked homeless, and his security surrounded him because they thought I was going to approach him asking for money. And I was like, I'm just going to the gym. I know I'm a mess with greasy hair. Rude. My rent is expensive. No, but I guess I have two more. So I brought this up with my brother and his girlfriend, and she was like, oh, I took a picture with somebody, but I don't know who he is. And it turns out she had met Darren McCarty recently and had no idea who he was, but everybody was asking him for a photo, and she was like, well, I must do that as well. And then she showed it to us, and she goes, do you know who this is? I was like, that's Darren McCarty.
Fair enough, though. Isn't she from Ohio, or is she from the Detroit area?
No, she's from downriver.
She's from downriver.
She's from Flower Rock.
She's downriver, and she doesn't know Darren McCarty.
No,
that's like a
we love
sacrilege.
her. She's
that's
very
like,
pretty.
That's like being a Catholic and not knowing Jesus.
She's
for God's
very,
sakes.
very pretty. But I was in Hawaii on vacation, and to this day, this is so funny. I was talking about it last night with my brother. We went to Benihana's in Hawaii. Don't ask me why we thought it would be funny. We went to a lot of high-end places, and we were like, let's do Benihana's tonight. And they had closed off a section of Benihana's, and I could not tell you who it was, but there was absolutely a very famous K-pop group there that they shut down half of the restaurant for.
Oh,
and
see,
they
I
had
wouldn't know K-pop.
Neither would I.
We should do this.
But they were all dressed in
I
like...
got a bit. Go ahead. They were all dressed like what?
Brain blast.
Like just super similarly. Like
we should get a bunch of Asian guys or Asian girls, get them all dressed the same way, and go into P.F. Chang's at the mall. and we should walk.
What are you
Why is it gotta be
right
P.F.
now?
Chang's?
No, we should. We walk in. We walk in there, and we say we're with, and we make up a K-pop group. What do you
Doesn't
think?
have to be. It could be Cobra.
It does. Okay, it doesn't have to be P.F. Chang's. It could be Jay Alexander's.
It could be yes. Okay.
All right.
Megan talking like, wait, I got an idea.
No,
Let's get a
Megan,
bunch
you go.
of-
But as soon as you start, I'm going to go again.
Look, let's get a bunch of Ace and dudes.
No, okay. I think we can do this thing. Remember when we did Partial Mathers with the guy that looked like Marshall Mathers?
Well, and Ryan Gosling.
But Partial Mathers went into Coney's with them, and we ended up getting. It was amazing. That was an unbelievable bit. I got bits here. I got bits going on like crazy. What other celebrities have you met that you didn't know? What's up, Kate? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We're talking about meeting celebrities and didn't know who they were.
Yeah, so I kind of have the opposite story here. So at my wedding, one of my guests' boyfriends was a 7-foot man. All right. And a little bit of backstory is I went to school with somebody who was in the NFL. And so I invited him to the wedding, but he couldn't come. So my entire dad's side of the family assumed that the 7-foot man was this athlete and were interrogating him after the ceremony. And then at the reception, they were interrogating me. Like, I'm trying to go around and talk to all of the guests. And they're like, who is he? Like, he has to be an athlete. And I'm telling them, no, he's not. Like, he's just a guest. Like, he's not famous. He's nobody. And I come to find out at the end of the night that they took so many pictures with him. Like, I have pictures of my little grandma with this man because she thought he was some famous athlete.
Isn't that the best?
That's great.
That to me is
funny.
unbelievable. I love it. These, by the way, if I was 7 foot tall, I would just pretend I was somebody. Melissa, what's going on?
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. What's up?
So this is at the end of January. I went to Vegas with my sister, and we were in the hotel lobby trying to get her checked in, and she sees this guy just standing there in the hotel lobby getting checked in, and he's decked out in all Raiders gear. My sister's an obnoxious Raiders fan, and so she looks at him and she's like, "Hey, you're that famous football player," but we couldn't think of his name. My 10-year-old nephew is standing next to me. He goes, "Hey, you're Marshawn Lynch." I'm like, "How does my 10-year-old nephew know who this is?"
Because of fantasy football or something like that. That's great.
Yeah, he's a famous. Yeah.
That's
what
what.
if I'm Marshawn Lynch?
Cool.
Am I walking around in Raiders gear?
Well, he wasn't. I don't think he plays for the Raiders anymore. I'm pretty sure he's
retired now.
Retired.
Yeah.
Is he retired? Yeah.
Quick question for you. Do you think any of the players, do you think that Jared Goff wears Lion stuff outside of practice field and stuff like that?
No.
That would be like us wearing on a much smaller scale, by the way. A Mojo in the morning gear. Anywhere.
Some people do.
I bet you if he got to run out the house real quick, he just throw on a little Lions hoodie.
You think so? Or no, I bet he's got like a Tigers hat or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's got some Detroit stuff on. What's up, Kayla? Hi.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning. What's going on?
Okay, so when I was working at Walgreens, I was ringing up this couple, and the man was just standoffish. I was like, oh, he's weird or whatever. And the lady was just talking. So my coworker walked up and was like, oh, my God, I love him. I was like, oh, they must know each other. Makes sense because my coworker was weird. So when he left out the store, he was like, you didn't know who that was? I was like, no. He was like, that's Matthew Stafford, the freaking
Are you serious?
The Lions.
It was
yeah.
It was Matthew and Kelly?
He probably wasn't standoffish. I think he's very quiet.
Yeah.
That's his personality.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
and Kelly's really outspoken.
But her coworker is weird. Right?
No denying.
We all know that. Thank you for the call. Oh my God. Shakira met Floyd Mayweather and didn't know it was Floyd Mayweather. Was it in West Michigan? Because he was probably home visiting family.
Good morning. First time, long time.
Hey there.
Yes, so I was in Grand Rapids, and we were at a little spot where they sold chicken gizzards. That's why I was there. And I was in line. Yes, I was in line, and then a group of 3 men came in behind me, and I had my little backpack purse on, and I just felt someone touch my backpack. And I turned around, and I'm like, hello, hello. It's like, how you doing, and he was normal. And I turned around and placed my order. And when I walked out, you know, my friend was like, "You know who that was?" And it was Floyd Mayweather.
Man.
Huh.
Money May.
I did not know he had family in Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
He's from
he
Grand
grew up.
Rapids.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know he's one of like the wealthiest athletes of all time. Like literally like LeBron status money wise.
I thought he MC Hammered it.
Oh, no. I want to say he just bought 60
He's got
residential properties in New York. Apartment buildings and complexes.
Somebody says he owns the most crypto of anybody.
Mike Tyson MC Hammered it.
Oh, Mike Tyson's
He's back now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he spent it all.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
These stories.
Very cool guy.
These stories, by the way, are so cool to hear. Allison, who did you run into in Vegas?
I ran into Guy Fieri.
The chef. It's funny. That's one of those guys you know who he is because no other person has a hairdo like that guy. Right?
I know. Well, I had a few to drink at the time. So I walk into this bar, and I guess he was waiting for his food to come up next door, and he wanted to have a shot with his friends while he was waiting. And I walk in, I bump right into him, and I said, "I know you." And I just looked at him, and he, like, looked at me, and I kept trying to think, who is this guy? How do I know him? And he was laughing, and he ended up buying a whole round of tequila shots for the bar.
Wow, that's cool. That's really nice. It's his restaurant probably, right?
No, it was just a random dive bar. Actually, the owner was from Michigan, and they would show all the Michigan games. So we would go there every week, me and my son's dad, and yeah, he just happened to be in there.
So nice.
That's cool. That's
But
a
would
very
you
cool
say
story.
that he took you to Flavortown?
Oh, that's funny. When I was in Vegas with Johnny Dare one time, one of the funniest things was Johnny Dare, our good buddy, who we talked to before on the air, is the best morning radio guy in the world and from Kansas City. There were all these girls walking by, and Johnny's calling out their names. And I'm like, how does he know all these girls? It was the porn convention.
Oh, my God.
The guy knew the names of every single celebrity. I'm like looking, going, I would have no clue. I mean, I've listened. You know, you watch it, but you don't ever know their names.
That's disrespectful.
He knew every single one of them, but he knew literally, he's like, there's Farrah Abraham. There's, he's like going back and.
Oh, not Farrah Abraham.
God, why did she even get a mention on our show?
That's the only one I know.
Oh my God, she was a teen mom on MTV.
That's the only one I know. Or what's her name? What's the one?
Mia Khalifa.
Mia Khalifa. Mike's next wife. When Mike and Allie should ever break up, Mike's gonna marry.
Let's not forget Stormy Daniels.
Allie's birthday today. Don't do that to her.
Is it Allie's birthday? Happy birthday, Allie. We love you, Allie.
Add Mojo in the morning to your presets on our free iHeartRadio app. And never miss War of the Roses, the second date update, Am I the A-hole, or the throwback throwdown.
All right, we're going to do the second date update. If you are not getting a call back after you went on a date, text DATE to 95500.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
So what's going on? Why are you not getting a call back? Amani wants to know. Amani, what's happening?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I like that you're so upbeat this morning, even though you're not getting a call back.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so I met this guy at the gym. We went to this really nice upscale spot, the Chop House.
Okay.
And like, the date was amazing. It was so freaking awesome. I mean, he even paid for my dinner, which he should. But like, I mean, Chop House is expensive.
Wait, so you guys had such a good date with each other and everything went well, but he's not calling you back. How did the date end? Like something had to happen that made you go, this is not good.
I mean, like, honestly, it was beautiful. Like, he kissed me. We were gonna like go and like do another workout at the gym.
So you guys actually were gonna you made another date to get together, and then
yeah.
But he's not now calling you back, and you're wondering what the story is. We're gonna find out what's going on with the second date update right now on the Mojo in the Morning Show. What's there? Aaron is on the phone. Aaron, are you there?
Hey.
What's
how's it
happening?
going? Hey,
How are you? How you doing? This is Mojo and Shannon, Meaghan, Kev.
Hey, Aaron.
We want to know if you're cool with being on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you say hello to Amani, please?
Hey.
Hi. How are you? I mean, it's nice to get you on the phone. I've been trying to get you. Like, we had such a good time at the Top House. What happened?
Amani is wanting to know what's going on and why you're not calling her back, Aaron.
I think we just kind of have different values there.
Different values.
Yeah.
Your values came up during the date?
Well, we just kind of think differently in regards to first dates.
How so?
I think, on your first date, you kind of need to split, especially depending on the bill.
You need to. So she said that you paid for it, and she was very happy. It sounded like that you paid for it, but you're saying that you were wanting her to actually chip in on the date and pay.
Did you make that known?
Well, I just kind of thought we had the understanding that we were kind of on the same page, especially after we met. We kind of hit it off at the gym and everything, but she kind of is a little different than I thought she would be.
Simply because she wouldn't split the bill, or were there other things?
Yeah, there was other things that happened that kind of just proved my point.
What are those before we get into this?
Okay, so you've been to Chop House, and it's not pricey, but it's a little on up there. All of a sudden, I thought we were going to share the cheese plate, but then she ordered shrimp. Then she started ordering something else, and then a couple of things. I was just a little surprised that she ordered so much on just the first date. Yeah.
All right, so hold on. So Amani, the energy level just came down on Amani on this one here. She's like 110 miles an hour. Now we don't hear from her at all. Amani, let's.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm so sorry.
Let's tackle the. When the bill came, did you offer to put money down?
No, I mean my parents raised me to let the man take care of me. Like it's a man. I'm so sorry. This is.
Did you guys talk at any point about splitting the bill, or was that just an assumption? Because I feel like there was not a conversation about that. That Aaron, you just assumed that the bill would be split.
I don't. Yeah.
Because if you made that assumption, and she wasn't aware, I kind of see her side of like, okay, you can't knock me for that. Now, the fact that she was ordering an exorbitant amount of appetizers, that is not cool, but
who set up the date?
Did you ask her out, or did you set the date up?
No, I asked her.
You asked her
and
out.
you chose the restaurant.
Yes.
That's on
so
you.
You pay.
That's on you, dude.
It's always the standard place.
It would be one thing if she said, hey, I'd like you to take me to this like high-end restaurant, and then she ordered a million things. But if you said, hey, I'd like to take you here, I'm sorry, if I'm going on a date, especially no high-end place, I get more than one appetizer. Like, I do think this is on you.
You would order more than one appetizer?
I would.
I would not.
I think that the guy probably should be paying for the date. I'm old-fashioned like that too. I don't think that's old-fashioned. I just think that that's just commonplace. But I will say this: if I think that somebody's paying for the bill, I ain't ordering, putting my feed bag on.
I agree with you. I always offer to pay or split on a first date too, because it's not my expectation for you to pay. Especially on a first date, that might not be going great. But I'm also not going to high-end places all the time, and I know the food normally is pretty good. I'm going to try a little bit of everything. I know that I'm spending money.
I would say this, Amani, that you went into this right off the bat saying, and I'm expecting him to pay, or whatever your comment was that you said. Your intentions definitely were that you were going to have a great night, and everything was so great that you were wondering what the hell is happening. and now you found out your answer. Lauren, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. Hi.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning. What's going on?
I was just, he keeps complaining about the bill, and he should have been prepared if he's the one that wanted to take her there.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you pick the restaurant and that's the restaurant and you're the person that sets the date up, the assumption is you're paying for it. You can't complain about how expensive it's going to be. But with that said, she also probably shouldn't have been ordering a bunch of that stuff. Do you think, Lauren?
Well, I don't have that big of an appetite, but that's just me personally.
I kind of like girls with big appetites. I'll be honest with you.
You like big bags?
I know. I like you to eat. I want to have options too.
No, it's not. That's really mean. Also, when you go to like a fancy place, like when I went somewhere the other day and we got oysters, right? I love oysters. You can get
a dozen or a half.
Well, that's my point. Is you can get small apps places. You can get the shrimp cocktail and get small versions of it versus large versions of it.
Like you should.
Why are you looking at me like you've never been to a restaurant that had
That's not
different
why
options?
I'm looking at you. Who did you go get oysters with?
Don't worry about it.
Mark this down.
Like
Next topic.
Like here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you go out on a date, you aren't ordering the seafood tower. You know what I mean? That's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Why not?
No, you.
I don't know.
Why not?
That's
It's the experience.
First off,
$300.
You don't order
if you're
anything.
A girl, no, hold on. If we are a girl and we go out and order a salad, you're like, you're not showing me the real you. And then I go out and I go, we're somewhere nice and I want to enjoy this experience and try a few things. It's you fatty, stop ordering.
No.
Here's the deal.
Ordering a filet, which is what I would probably order in this situation at the Chop House, is very entirely different than ordering the seafood tower and a bottle of champagne.
Anything that says market price and not a price, then you know it's going to be expensive.
You got to earn that. You got to earn that.
There's no winning.
Jordan, what's going on? Your thoughts?
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm pretty sure we've all established whoever asks to go out on the date is the one that pays for it.
Yes.
Your father did teach you that a man is supposed to take care of you, but I don't think he taught you that you're supposed to take advantage of the man.
I think that's fair. I agree with you. I think that it becomes taken advantage of when you're ordering a ton of stuff. But with that said, I think that her intention with this date the entire time, because you heard her say this when I first picked her up, was that she was going out on this guy's dime. And I think that was her intention the entire time.
How was that her intention when he set it up and suggested it?
But she said that to us when she's describing, before we even picked him up. That was her. She's like, yeah, he paid for the date, and I that's how I want it. Like, she actually said that in the beginning. I didn't ask her anything about who paid or did any of that stuff. So I think that her intention was she was getting herself a big meal.
But he could have said, let's go to Red Robin. He chose Chop House.
What's that, Amani? What were you going to say?
Did she choose Chop House or did you choose Chop House?
Hold on. Shayla, that's Shayla. Shayla's. I just picked her up. Shayla, I didn't even say hi to you yet. You're jumping in. You're fired up on this one. Shayla, what did you want to say to Amani?
So my first question is did you, the guy, choose the restaurant, or did
He already said that he did. Yeah.
He did?
Yes.
Okay. So the issue is that you chose an upscale restaurant. The issue is with her is that she sat there and seen no problem with ordering all that stuff.
Yes.
Even if she did see a problem internally, she just chose to do it because she thought that you could pay for it. But as a man, I would have stepped up and said, hey, love, seriously? You really think I'm balling like this? Seriously. And it's the right
You would
way
look
to do it
horrible,
without
though.
making yourself look
A guy
rough.
did that, he would look like a cheap ass.
She'd be in the group chat going crazy on you to her friends.
Then don't pick it.
In the group chat.
I also don't think you're picking it thinking that she's going to order $500 worth of
some
food.
ladies
She didn't. She ordered 2 appetizers. 2 appetizers is what we're arguing over at a restaurant where the main course is $100. How is this her fault?
How much was the bill, Aaron? How much was the entire bill?
Way more than two. Maybe it was more than $2. We were reaching like 200, just about.
Easily.
Easy. Okay,
Yeah.
but you chose a restaurant that's easy to do.
But it's a little different. I would have been perfectly okay if she would have offered to split it for me. Like, I have no problem paying for the bill, but
She didn't offer.
She's just not classy. She's not classy at all.
Okay. At least the offer is what he's saying. Eric, what do you think? Eric?
I have a question.
Yes.
This is very important.
Please.
Where, with all the food that was ordered from Amani, were there a lot of leftovers? Because if there were leftovers, then that tells me she was just racking up the bill to see exactly what.
What's the story? How much as far as leftovers, guys?
0. She ate everything.
Good
That just seems like you you just don't like her because she's eating a
She did
lot.
not order the salad and then just ate the side salad and there you go. I mean, she showed you who she is. I mean that's a bonus, right?
I kind of like
One
it.
woman that can eat a cheeseburger.
I'm kind of turned on by her, aren't you, Eric? I think this is great.
My wife is like, the car that impresses her is the food truck, and you know what? I love it.
Okay, some good food trucks. Yeah,
I feel bad laughing at that, but that's very funny.
That's fantastic. All right, second date update on Mojo in the
This is
morning.
the home of the Dirty on the 30. Throwback Throwdown. Second date update. And War of the Roses. This is Mojo in the morning.
All right, we're gonna get.
You guys, this show's been stellar.
I just want to hit.
I think I'm gonna have an aneurysm during this particular dirty right now. What's going on? No, we're going to give away right now tickets to see The Weeknd at Ford Field. Your chance to see The Weeknd at Ford Field. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548. This has been a good show. I don't know about you guys, but it's been over an hour since we've done a commercial break, and I still got more to come and no commercials coming up, except for Kevin's jingles that he wants to hear more of.
Mojo in the mornings, Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon.
The Quiznos subs, they are good to us.
I don't remember the Quiznos.
Remember Quiznos?
Quiz? I remember the actual restaurant. They were the first ones to heat up their subs, right, and do hot subs.
Jersey Mike's so much better.
By the way, I found a Jersey Mike's that we could get a delivery from.
Really?
I think that
What?
the Grosse Point one will deliver to us.
Let's do it.
All right, we were looking. Kevin and I were like, we're going to open a Jersey Mike's in downtown Detroit because there's nothing down here from Jersey Mike's.
You know, that's
I know.
my brother-in-law's
You tell
family
your brother-in-law
business.
we need Jersey Mike's downtown here.
Oh, open one.
What's going on?
Okay, so Diddy's phone call to Kanye from jail. This 7-minute phone call was posted on Monday by the Shade Room. I don't know who leaked it. I just know they posted it. But I guess Diddy and Ye, they are in touch because Diddy's kids are in touch with Kanye, and so Diddy thought, like, in getting in touch with Kanye, he could get some messages to us. Anyway, a source claims that Diddy thought he was just having a friendly phone call with Kanye to check on his kids. He did not realize this call was going to be leaked for all of us to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the story this morning is he's not very happy that this call was leaked. Also, you can have 7-minute phone calls in prison. That's what I thought of.
Pay by the minute?
Why do I picture that it's on a payphone in the hallway, like in movies?
No, it's J something. JPay. JPay?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Connection was very clear. Did he thank Kanye for kind of being a mentor and I guess being a big brother / father figure while he's not there for his children? Regardless if you think that's a good idea or not. Diddy had a lot of friends. Now he has no friends. He encouraged Kanye to get back in the studio, to start smiling more, to stop, being angry.
Yes.
So it was a
Told
nice
him
little
to
call.
behave. Again, you heard that part. We need you out there. Pete Davidson is dating somebody new and is very happy, and she is not a celebrity. I mean, think about who he's dated. This is a big deal for him. Ariana Grande, Kate Beckinsale, Kaya Gerber, Kim Kardashian, Margaret Qualley, Phoebe Dynevor. This girl is just like normal, everyday girl. Very different from anybody else that he's ever dated before. That's what he's been telling his friends. She respects Pete and his desire for privacy. And the big one, his mom and his sister approve of this girl. I don't know who she is. Hilaria Baldwin is trending this morning for snapping at her husband, Alec Baldwin, on the red carpet at the Planet Hollywood Times Square opening party. And it's kind of funny. She very clearly wanted the spotlight, or at least she was the one that wanted to talk during an interview with Extra about their TLC series, The Baldwins.
The Hilaria Show.
No, I think we're gonna see. It's
We're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great.
This
You're a
season-
winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking.
sorry.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This is why. Yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show.
just so
Whoa, who's she referring to?
Her husband. Yes, her husband. So
oh my gosh.
You can't see this, obviously, because I'm playing you the audio, but he locks eyes with the camera and then mouths, "I'm sorry," and then just walks
Wow.
away. It was so awkward.
Does she not realize that man has a temper? Like, I would not be. He
killed somebody.
He shot. Seriously, man.
And lastly, Justin Timberlake playing flight attendant during a flight to Argentina with his team. This was on board a private jet, not a commercial jet, to be fair. Okay, so it's not that great, but.
A life jacket is located in a pouch at the side of your seat. To inflate the life jacket, pull firmly on the
He put
red
it on TikTok. That's why you have this music.
If you have any questions, keep them to yourself. Oh, we're just kidding.
I kept hearing about this clip, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny if if you were on that flight and Justin Timberlake, and then I'm like, oh, it's a private jet. Who cares? For all of today's dirty, get caught up by checking out the podcast. Just search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Go. Celebrity Dirt.
Directly from the source.
It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
We got ourselves a contest winner here. Let me tease this before I pick up one of these lines. So one of you guys that's on there ringing is going to be the winner. We are doing concert ticket giveaways to all the big shows. Your chance to see every one of these big shows that are coming to town. We've got tickets to see Kendrick and SZA at 6:30. We've got tickets that we're doing at 7:30 to see Tate McRae. 8:30. These ones are the weekend tickets. And then next hour, we got Post Malone and Jelly Roll. So be listening to Mojo in the Morning, Channel 955, 104.5 SNX, and 92.5 KISS FM. Maya, you there?
Maya.
Yes, I am. Hi.
You're a winner. Congratulations.
Oh my God, are you serious? Oh my
Absolutely.
God, thank you so much.
We're getting you a pair of tickets.
Oh my
Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I'm a first-time caller.
You're a winner. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We're excited for you. We're excited to give away all these tickets. And the weekend has got 2 shows at Ford Field. You'll go to the second show in this is May the something.
24th.
25th.
Oh my
25th.
God, thank you so much.
May the 25th. Yes. Exactly what
Oh my God, I'm
she said. All right. So hang on the phone. Get your tickets, by the way, to go see The Weeknd. Go to Ticketmaster.com. Hang on the phone.
Thank you.
Have a great day. You don't have kids in the car, do you?
You too. Thank you so much.
Do you have kids in the car?
No.
Okay, good. If you have kids in the car, this is not a topic to listen to. So I'll give you one moment just to tell your kids that you don't love them and get out of the car. All right, perfect. It's Mojo in the Morning Show. This is one of those parental discretions. So I saw this and I thought this was pretty funny. I wanted to bring it up. It's trending this morning. What do you say when you reach orgasm?
Ooh.
A survey has found the generic or hold on. Wait, no, that's not the
What if you said this is not good radio?
This is not good radio. No, that would be it. Yeah. The generic topped the list. Number 2 on the list was "Oh God," followed by number 3, "Oh my God," which is kind of interesting, isn't
Ideal. Mijo.
it? Right? Those are all good.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Those were the top 3 that people said. But also on this list were some things that people blurted out that they thought could kind of be funny. And I actually think these are really funny. And I would love to know. This is from Glamour, by the way, glamour.com. If you're somebody that has said anything unusual when you had reached the big O, I want you to call us up and tell us. Because here were the 3 that were the most interesting. Yabba Dabba Doo came in.
Nobody said that. No. Break up.
That's funny.
No. Divorce.
And by the way, that was said by a 32-year-old man who said Yabba Dabba Doo.
And it was his first time.
Number 2, funniest one, good gravy.
Good gravy.
No.
See, these are certain type of orgasms. I mean, there's a certain type of action that provides a certain type of response.
Wait, I want to hear more.
And last but not least, kiss me, spank me was the last one that was the most interesting out of the things that were said.
Nothing beats yabba dabba.
I'm talking
Yabba dabba do. I love it. I don't think I've ever said anything.
I don't think I have either. Like, I think I just am making like a noise.
Yeah, like just a little noise.
Usually just a curse word.
Oh. There you go.
I don't think it's that.
There's something. And I think as a like I actually no, I did say something. I think I said sorry. I was like, oh, sorry.
But this list was unusual things, right?
my
It's
bad.
pretty common for dudes to
Right.
say.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, I want to hear more unusual things.
That was it. That was all the only
no,
ones.
I know. I'm saying like from people
from listeners.
listening.
Yes,
so
text
good.
95500. The phone number 844 Mojo Live 844-665-6548. You cannot say some of these things on the air, but somebody just texted in and said the thing that was said was
Yeah, that's why I said curse word.
yeah.
It is dependent upon the action that makes it happen.
Yes.
That I'm telling you. If it's one way, you're gonna have a different response than if it happens another way.
Yes. Like there's definitely going to be a difference in what is said. Some of these texters. Are you trying to get all these texters on?
Yeah, they're not trying to come on.
Come on,
We'll voice disguise you if you're embarrassed.
Yeah, why will they not come on? They're the ones that thought that these were kind of fun. I think these are good.
I for sure to let out a Lord Jesus.
Oh, sweet Lord and baby Jesus.
Holy mackerel.
Holy mackerel. Kelly Clarkson. Have you ever had sex with a soccer player?
Antes allá va Rosicky. El disparo.
That would be a great one.
Depending on your partner, some of this could be actually very funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. AJ, what's up?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, what was said?
So me and my wife were trying to make a baby, and at that special time, I yelled, "It's a boy!" And I'm afraid we had a boy.
Was it?
Were you guys doing the different positions to try to ensure that it was going to be a boy?
I'm not sure. I was just trying to shoot it and kaboot it, and that came out of the boy.
Thank you for the call, buddy. That was great.
Yep.
I love that starting off with you. Hold on a second. Tony, this is a good one. Tony, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. What was said?
How much was this again?
Oh, no. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony.
Now you get punched real fast.
You dirty bastard, you. I like Adams. Adam, how you doing? We're talking about what did you say when you got that big O?
Good morning, guys. First time, long time.
Oh, my God. That would be something funny to say.
I get very nervous when people call in for the first time on topics like this.
Oh, yeah. This is a bad one. That's true. No, his sounds good. What was said? What was the reaction like?
She looked at me sideways. I was like, okay, I'm done now.
You realize, like, some of these I would get instant ick from. Like, if you yodeled at me and you think it's funny, I would genuinely be like, I'm never doing this with you again.
What about Kimberly? Kimberly, what was said?
I said, oh, my God, I needed that.
Oh, that's great.
That's a great one.
As a guy, that would turn me on.
Yeah.
As a girl, that would turn me on, too. That would be fantastic, too. Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I thought we were just going to get guy callers on this one. We're getting some ladies that are sending in some messages for us. What's up, Steve? Hi, what was said?
And boom goes the dynamite.
Steve, where are you from, man? Where you?
Grand Rapids.
Appreciate you listening to us on SNX.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's going on?
Hi. My husband said you're awesome.
Awesome. See? Certain type of activities.
Yeah, I see that. I like that. That made you, did that make you say, all right, let's do it again, or no?
No, I kind of was like, how old are we here? Like,
I one time jokingly looked at Chelsea and tried to high five her. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm like, let's just seriously. What's up, D? How you doing?
hello.
Hello. Hi. What's up, D? Can you believe you're calling in for a topic like this?
I love that she's laughing.
No, really, I can't. Like, this is kind of crazy, but I'm just gonna give it to you because it flipped out one time, and I was like, this really happened. But you gotta hit that sexy rap. Ooh, baby.
Way to commit. Way to commit.
That was excellent. D, I wish we had visuals. I wish you guys were FaceTiming us because I want to see what these people look like when they're saying these things to us. Kayla, what was said when you got that orgasm?
Well, it wasn't me, but it was someone I hooked up with, and he said that he loved me.
Oh, no.
Oh, I bet that's a really popular one.
And he broke my bed, like, right before that happened. I never talked to him again. It was horrible. I love you, too.
That's what they say. I love IKEA gift cards for a new bed frame.
What's up? How you doing, Elizabeth?
Hi. So I said good game. Smack him on the butt.
That's great. That's awesome. Put him back in that game. I love it.
Put him back in.
Nice job, Coach. Great job. That's fantastic. I love Baby Leg Jay's got one for us.
Baby Leg Jay.
Mojo in the Morning Misfit, Baby Leg Jay only calls up during dirty topics. What's up, Baby Leg Jay?
Hey, Sam. How y'all doing?
We're good, Baby Leg Jay. What was said?
I said, another one.
Another one. DJ Khaled is here. Oh, that is fantastic, Baby Leg Jay. By the way, just listen to that voice, Baby Leg Jay. Let me hear you say yabba dabba doo. Come on, Baby Leg Jay.
Baby Leg Jay.
He's listening to his radio.
You bastard.
I told him to turn it down. Every time.
No, because he thought he was. I wanted to hear him say yabba dabba doo. What's up, Roberta?
Roberta.
Hello.
Hi.
If they are wordy, mine is always, thank you.
Oh,
Get out.
Get out.
Oh, jeez.
That's crazy.
Roberta is a girl.
Have a good one.
Where are you from, Roberta?
The 05, the nickel.
Oh, we love you.
Oh, not the nickel.
You be good. Love you.
Shout out to the east side.
Samantha, you there?
I am.
What's going on?
So my husband once told me that you're a goddess, and I felt on top of the world after that.
Wow, that's an incredible compliment.
Goddess.
Is that not the greatest guy in the world?
Oh, my gosh.
You never
he's amazing.
never give that guy up. Give him some loving today, okay? Play this for him in a podcast, too. that will make his day. What's up, Jen? How you doing?
Good, good. And that's how it's done.
I like that. Mic drop.
Right out the door. And then finally, last but not least, Kylie, what was said?
Kyle.
Or Kyle?
It was one of my very first times ever doing anything with a girl, and she yelled, "Holy guacamole!"
Come on.
Oh, Kyle.
Man, did you ever get to do it again?
No. Unfortunately not.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, one more, last one. Lisa, what was said? We're talking about things that are said when you reached orgasm. Lisa?
Here I come to save the day.
That was worth waiting for. Did he say it too? Did he say it like, "Here I come to save the day"?
And he had a towel wrapped around his neck.
Stop it.
Please tell me you've had sex with that man more than one time, or was that it?
For 40 years.
Oh, that's
love
sweet.
that.
I love it. You're the best.
Here I
Lisa, thanks. Appreciate you.
Sometimes you miss your ex. Then you remember what a douchebag he is and how awesome you are. Then you remember you don't miss him. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens tomorrow morning at 7 and 9 on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955. It's Mojo in the mornings. Motor City traffic.
It'll be warm today, 8:57, 54 right now. Cloudy and windy with highs up near 70 degrees. Out on the streets, we have an accident blocking the 2 left lanes, 75 southbound at 14 Mile, 94 eastbound before the Livernois exit. An accident blocking the left lane that has traffic backed up from Michigan Avenue. The southbound Lodge before 10 Mile, we've got an accident in the left lane there. Some really slow traffic southbound 275 between 7 Mile and M1496. 94 westbound between Harper Ave and Mount Elliott. It's slow there. And a heads up, the flex lanes are opening today, 96 both directions between 696 and Kent Lake Road. So make sure to pay attention to those green arrows and red X's that will be in effect starting today. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Nudge in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. When you're trying to